kinda like me. Coffee wrinkles on a desk that never sleeps. Same hallway, same flicker in the ceiling. But your name and my phone got the whole world tilting. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, all work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. Text you up in the bright light of midday. I laugh too loud like I got nothing to hide. Our chats are seance, little secrets in the thread. Typing dots, dancing like the raising the dead. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. You own my soul. Every week, same time, same spell. I keep saying this is the last to myself, but you call and my logic fades. Guess I love being just a little afraid. It's Thursday, paranormal, you haunt me. After normal, work day's done, but you're still there in every empty office chair. It's Thursday, paranormal, my heart goes out of formal. Clock hits 6, I lose control. You show up like you own my soul. Like you own my soul.
She loved them all, but they all fall. Then she's alone, and no one's home. The rooms are bare, with no one there. The love she lost came with a cost. In love she's trying, in love she's crying. Is it all a masquerade? In love she's trying, in love she's crying. Is it all a masquerade? The years go by, the lines define a lifelong live, but was it real? It spawns so fast, visions of the past. The mind it please, more time it needs. In love she's trying, in love she's crying. Is it all a masquerade? In love she's trying, in love she's crying.
she goes into. Welcome to Thursday Paranormal. Hello, Matt.
Hey, Jeff, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Loud
Good.
and clear.
Good. I just bought some headphones, so I thought maybe it'll help me a little bit better
You're
concentrating. Yep.
You're in radio now, baby. How's it sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's nice with headphones on, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Especially you sound good. You sound better than the static over the small little pieces of shit microphone in this tablet.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, next thing you got to get yourself is a microphone.
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to find a good place to get kind of a microphone
Order
and
it from
stuff
Amazon.
like that. Amazon?
Yeah. They got some really good podcasting mics. And I also have a podcasting arm that you can go on the table and you could just adjust it and have it go right to your face. So
Cool.
it's not like this one. This is one is on the table, but you can get one that you can adjust and the whole bit.
Awesome.
All right, so welcome to another Thursday Paranormal. We have strange news, lurking in the dark with poltergeist activity. And Matt, what do you have in store for us today?
MK Ultra, kind of a synopsis between MK Ultra and Legacy. Also, a little bit of disclosure news. There's some stuff happening right now that is really unbelievable, kind of, for what everybody's been trying to hide. So
I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff. It's been a very eventful week. I do want to say rest in peace to David Wilcox, who lost the fight this week.
Yes.
You Guys don't know who he is. He was a big UFO writer, podcaster into the UFO community.
He was good friends with Corey Good, and he occasionally was on Ancient Aliens, and he did a couple appearances on Skinwalker Ranch. So that's where you guys might know him from.
Yeah, very good, Matt. All right, you ready?
Ready?
Ready to get creepy?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, so I have a whole bunch of stuff. Strange news. All right, you've heard of talking in tongues?
Yep.
We mentioned it
Very
last.
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right, so
Yeah.
speaking in tongues or glossolalia, I hope that's how they pronounce it, in the practice of uttering speech like syllables, often believed by practitioners to be divine, angelic, or unknown languages, predominantly featured in Pentecostal and charismatic Christianity, it is viewed as a gift of the Holy Spirit for personal prayer, spiritual edification, or public messages that require interpretation. Also, as seen in the beginning credits of the movie Disclosure with the
Yeah.
Ninja order.
I've seen some of these videos of speaking in tongues. It's unreal. I don't know if it's for real or if it's a put on, but it's not only uh, unknown, but it's very fast, very very fast, and mostly it's through the like you said, the Pentecostal church and through evangelistic churches. They use that. Truthfully, I don't know if it's for real or if they just use it just to lure people in. But supposedly, back in the day, too, the Catholic Church had speaking in tongues going on. So,
It's almost like shorthand for the voice.
right.
It's very strange. I was at a church when I was a kid, and people were speaking in tongues. I thought they were all possessed. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah. It looks like a possession. They it's supposedly angels are possessing you, not the demons. So
Right.
I don't know about that because I don't understand why an angel would possess you instead of just coming through you and speaking normal, you know?
Yeah. Hey, I saw this thing, and I'm going to mention it since we're talking about speaking. It was called reverse speaking, okay, or reverse language, or something like that. They happen to be doing it on Trump, and basically what it is um, when you're speaking, sometimes you can pick up like whole sentences or just words that they say is your spirit speaking.
Uh-huh.
And I was watching this thing, and it really showed that they were saying these, like Trump was talking about something, and it was like the spirit is the light. It was so weird, man. It's like you could hear him talking, all of a sudden you would hear this like alternate voice.
Yeah,
It's the weirdest thing. You got to check it out.
I
But
will.
I've heard that before. How they talked about that. How your spirit will sometimes speak. I don't know.
Right.
It freaks me out. I don't know. All right. So have you heard of the stigmata?
Yeah.
All right. So stigmata refers to the spontaneous, often inexplicable, appearance of bodily wounds corresponding to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, such as on the hands, feet, side, and head, reported within the Roman Catholic tradition, first by Saint Francis of Assisi. These marks are often seen as a mystical union with Christ's suffering, though many cases are attributed to psychological factors of self-mutilation or fraud. What do you
A
think
lot
about
of a lot of them, at least in the modern day, is fraud because I've never seen a stigmata, and it, some stigmata are in the hands, some stigmata are in the wrist, and what my understanding of the
No,
when
it's
they when they crucified Christ, they actually put the nails in his right right there. I don't know if you can
right.
see it right there instead of here. And if it was true stigmata, it would be in here instead of here. And most of them I've seen modern day is in the hands. So
Well, the reason why they went through the wrist because there's the two bones there and then the wrist joint. The reason they
yeah,
did was if they would have went through the hands, the weight of him hanging on the cross would have tore through his hand. So if they put it in
right.
the, you're not going nowhere. It's barbaric, wasn't it?
Uh huh.
Brutal.
And it's more painful that way too. So my
Yeah.
understanding.
Hey man, you have trouble with the word crucifixion. I
Yeah,
stumble
crucifixion.
inexplicitly. I can't say that
Yes.
fucking word. Inexplicitly. I can't do it. All
Right.
right. So the Paranormal Vatican. The Vatican is a hub for stories of hauntings, hidden records of miracles, and even alleged UFO cover-ups within within its 50 miles of shelving that they have underneath the Vatican.
Yes.
Uh,
There's so much. There's so much down there. There's even a supposed a what they call a time window. I don't know what the actual name is, but it's supposedly you can uh, look through this window and see a portion of time wherever wherever it is, and it's down there. So there's so much stuff down there. So rumors are the Nine Inch Nails of Christ were down there. They said the actual Spear of Destiny is down there. Um, a whole bunch of stories of, like you said, UFOs and interdimensional meetings with popes and stories of demon and demon hunters, that kind of stuff down there. Vampires, the whole kit and caboodle of what the Vatican doesn't want you to know.
Yeah, there is trustworthy as the CIA and the
Oh,
government. All right, so you're talking about things that are down in the Vatican. Check this out. I came across this Crown of Thorns relic. The Crown of Thorns is one of the most revered relics of the Passion, believed to be the wreath placed on Jesus Christ's head before his crucifixion. The primary relic is currently housed in the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris. It consists of 21-centimeter rings of bundled marine rushes held together by gold threads. Notably, the original thorns were detached and distributed as separate relics over the centuries. So the thorns were taken off and then handed to people. But
right.
the actual crucifixion crown of thorns is at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Isn't that crazy? That
That
they
is
have,
crazy.
that blows my
Yeah.
mind. That's nuts. All right, so check this one out. Then I came across this one. The blood of Christ relic. The blood of Christ relic refers to various vessels, cloths, or soil samples claimed to contain the blood of Jesus Christ. Collected during the crucifixion, perhaps the most famous, the relic of the Holy Blood, is a vial containing a cloth stained with blood, according to St. Michael's Catholic Church. I saw it. I saw a
Is
picture.
it?
It's a beautiful like vial, and it's got
Uh huh.
on it, and it looks like a scroll, and it's got a cloth inside. It's all bloody.
Oh, that's cool. I never heard of it. I know. They're looking for the 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 cloth that Mary gave to Christ to wipe his face, and supposedly His face is on it, like the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the Shroud of Turin, they got the whole thing of
The whole
Christ.
thing,
It's insane.
even the blood stains. They say.
Yeah. Well, I know you're going to talk about this next week, so here's a little teaser for you. German stolen artifacts. During World War II, the Germans regime systematically looted thousands of religious relics and artifacts across Europe, driven both by ideological hatred and pseudoscientific obsession with occultism. Their plunder ranged from historically significant Christian treasures to the industrial scale desecration of Jewish sacred objects. The Spear of Destiny, the Holy Lance. It was the iron pilum used by the Roman soldier Longinus, I can't how the fuck pronounce that, to pierce Christ's side on the cross. So when Christ was on the cross, that was the Roman soldier that took the the spear and stabbed
Spear.
him in the side of it, and they called it the
Yeah,
Spear of Destiny. All
because
right.
of his blood.
Yeah. Hitler was reportedly obsessed with the lance, the crown jewels of the Holy Roman Empire, a collective of ancient religious and imperial artifacts, including the imperial crown and various other things. Um, the Nazis to symbolize their claim as the Third Reich. They conducted expeditions to find items like Thor's hammer and the Holy Grail, often viewed through the lens of Germanic paganism rather than traditional Christianity. Hitler was obsessed with the Spear of Destiny.
Right. It's supposedly the spear supposedly gives you power to win wars.
And maybe they should give
So
it to the United States right now. I don't.
yeah,
I think the media is pretty quiet about it, but I think there's some ass kicking going on. I saw some stuff today. And I'll
yeah,
just say it right now. Talk politics real fast. Trump said, we're going to have a meeting in Pakistan and you guys better show up. And Iran said, no. And they did not show up. And they said, actually, we don't care about the ceasefire. Let's just get back to fighting.
yeah,
You got to love it, man.
yep.
Got to love it.
There's a lot of things going on in Washington right now that scare me.
Oh, I
They
sent
what
you the thing last night about the nuclear codes.
yes, they what I understand is they got rid of the general that is supposedly has the key, the second key to the nuclear football
Yeah,
this week.
to authenticate. They have to
Yeah,
have a military person to authenticate the codes. Supposedly, Trump tried to get the nuke codes while in a meeting at the White House, and then the general stood up and said, "Hell no," and then he got fired.
yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I
And
think
and they're carrying that football like it's baby Jesus, because I've seen it next to him at every point of his speeches the last couple of weeks.
and the doomsday plane is up there flying around.
Yeah,
Wow. All right. Well. Okay. Let's move on. Have you heard of Project Sunstreak?
no, no.
This is an interesting one. I have not heard of it either. So, Project Sunstreak was a classified intelligence program established by the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, in the mid 1980s to investigate and apply psycho engineertics, specifically remote viewing, for national security purposes. It was a key predecessor to the more famous Stargate project, which eventually consolidated under several similar initiatives under one umbrella.
Right.
Project Sunstreak.
I've never heard of Sunstreak. I've heard of Stargate, but never heard of Sunstreak.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right, here's another one for you. And I know you know about this, but I found something interesting about it. The Adam and Eve story. Now, it's found in the CIA's CREST, which is the CIA record search tool. It's a database, and
Yeah.
you can look up CIA.gov, and you can find a lot of this stuff up there. All right, so the database refers to a declassified, sanitized version of a book by Chan Thomas. Originally published in 1963, the CIA released a 57-page version of the text through its FOIA, Electronic Reading Room, in 2013, which has since fueled various theories due to its initial classification status. The book presents a cataclysmic pole shift hypothesis, suggesting that Earth's crust periodically slips over its core, causing global disasters, such as massive floods, extreme weather that reset human civilization every few thousand years.
Yep.
That's the
That's
Adam and Eve story.
and that's where they get the Adam and Eve thing from because it's so there's less people on Earth and Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden after the Earth creation. So it's a restart.
It's on the CIA website. You can
Yeah.
go and see this, people. It's amazing.
It's amazing. The CIA and other people that read into this Adam and Eve thing thought this pole shift was supposed to happen between 2018 and 2022, and it hasn't happened yet. The only thing that has happened is the poles are the magnetic poles are now in Siberia and someplace in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Hey, Dogs of Verona said, "What the funk? What the funk? What the fuck?" Trump tried to get the nuke code. Yes, he tried to get
Yes,
the nuke codes. They want
yes,
to launch a nuke on Iran. Let's be honest about it. They want to nuke the living shit out of Iran. He's already said that he wants to destroy their civilization. What do you think that means? And like we said before, Matt, you can only go so far with conventional weapons.
right,
And this is what happened in World War II with Japan. We bombed the hell out of Japan, but there was no way of winning that war, and Japan was not going to surrender. There was no way Japan would ever surrender.
no,
So they
and
dropped the big one.
Persians are the same way. They fight till every single one of them are dead. So
Iran doesn't care about winning. They care
no,
about surviving.
yes, yep,
All right. So, yes, he tried to get the codes. The generals stood up and said no, and then he fired the generals. So, let's bring on a general that will give them the codes. So, I'm guessing that's the plan, huh?
yeah, that's the plan. And I'm hearing there's not so much at ease in the South Pacific too now. There's rumblings going on in there too. Some of the admirals don't want to be dealing with what Trump is doing. So
Well, Russia and Poland are about to go at it. Did you see that this morning?
no, no. I
Um,
think I knew they were in. Some of the Russian troops were about to invade Warsaw, but I didn't know they were going to go into Poland.
yeah, they did some type of sabotage to the pipeline or something.
Uh,
And then also today, Israel bombed some part of Iran. But the crazy thing about it is where they hit the port that Russia put billions of dollars in money into. It's their main shipping port where they bring in their oil,
uh-huh.
their weapons, and all that stuff. And when people, here's another one for you. When people say, "Oh, Russia and China are supplying Iran with weapons," blah blah blah. We've been supplying Ukraine with weapons to fight Russia.
Right.
There's no innocent people here, man. All right, that's just all I have to say. All right, so you brought this up last week when you talked about Ronald Reagan, about UFOs. So Reagan's UN speech about aliens. President Ronald Reagan famously referenced. Oh God, here we go. Um, I can't even say that. An alien invasion during his address to the 42nd session of the United Nations General Assembly on September 21st, 1987. Hypothetical. That was the word I couldn't get out. He used a metaphor to emphasize that human differences are insignificant compared to our shared humanity. What if we all had to come together to fight against an alien race? That's what he was
Yep.
talking. He was talking
I
about bringing
saw
together, but I don't know.
I saw the speech. It was unbelievable. It especially in '87, I would have given anybody chills. You know.
Yeah, he was a great president.
Oh, I missed that. Even though I'm a Democrat, I'd rather have Ronald Reagan in the office than Trump any day.
Well, he wouldn't be asking for the codes. But then,
No.
then again, I mean, like, Iran's not going to surrender, and how much more money can the United States put into this war? They
Uh
might look.
huh.
Who knows? Israel might do it. I don't know. It's very confusing.
Yep. Is,
Very.
Israel's got the bomb too. So
Yeah, they got it too, and they're not afraid to go against what we say.
no, because Israel doesn't care.
No, we gotta be careful about what you say about Israel on YouTube.
I know.
To the man. Okay. Have you heard of Kona Blue?
No.
Kona Blue was a proposed, never approved Department of Homeland Security (DHS) special access program designed to investigate and reverse engineer UAP technology. Identified by the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office (ARROW), it was a special access program proposed around 2010 to 2012 by former ATIP officials, but it never officially established itself. Kona Blue.
On the blue. I ATIP and Arrow are. I don't trust Arrow at all, and ATIP to me is kind of a non-starter. It went so far and it all broke apart kind of now. So
Yeah. Yeah. I heard the same stuff.
and it's and they're doing that anyway. So why do they need a Kona Blue? They're ripping apart eight UFOs since 1947, maybe 1933 when we got it from Italy.
Hey, man. Well, I know we talked about this last week about how there's all these different people working on different projects within trying to reverse engineer one UFO, right? All these different.
Right.
It's the same thing with projects. They got all these
Yep.
projects, they got all these A-tips and arrows, and they got all these groups out there. We are going to get the biggest potluck UFO disclosure we've ever seen. And
Right.
supposedly, I know you're going to mention this. Supposedly, they're supposed to be showing us photographs and video.
Photographs, video. Since we're starting, there's supposed to be documents, audio tapes, the works. So,
Oh, well, it's coming soon, man, because
yep.
everybody's talking about it. So here's one for you. Institute 22. I came across this. Institute 22 most commonly refers to a secret Soviet-era organization focused on UFO research, or a modern international aesthetic academy based in Slovenia. And the reason I put that in there is not only are we trying to reverse engineer stuff, all the countries are. Brazil, China, Taiwan, they all have UFO encounters. They all have
Uh,
projects and
yep.
departments, researchers and doctors and
F,
on and on.
the UK, the Britain, England, they're doing it. I heard Sweden is doing it. Norway, everybody, anybody that had anything fall to earth is playing around with stuff that they don't know, but they want to know. That's
Yeah.
what's going on.
And it's a race. They're racing to
Yes,
be the first to have it
it
because
yeah,
they'll have complete control. Can you imagine if you had complete control over the UFOs? You would have something that nobody else would have.
right. It is crazier than the space race between the Soviet Union and the United States.
That's why
This
we're not
is
getting all the info.
yeah, yeah,
They got to keep it classified.
that is, and heck, yeah, and we might not have it all. That Russia might have some,
Yeah.
China might have something, and uh, all of them. China
Well,
might have something different.
I had heard that one of the biggest fears that the United States has is that China or Russia would release it first.
China, yeah, but as you know, China is right now somehow 10 to 15 years ahead of us in technology. South Korea is now 20 years ahead of us in technology. So where are they getting their technology? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I saw this, and
Because
there was.
I
Go ahead.
because I know South Korea has one of those uh, UFOs that they can't budge, and it's under a building that's considered a weather station. So they may be picking apart that stuff.
Well, I had heard this about China the other day. So we've been sanctioning China forever, for probably the past 15 years. When China knew that we were going to start sanctioning them, they made alliances with like Russia and Iran and some other countries. They have been stockpiling oil and fertilizer and all the things that they need. That
Right.
now that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, they're not worried. They're still making money. They're doing
They're
great.
not. They're
They're
not.
doing fantastic, and they're right now building their military like crazy because you know what's next?
Yeah.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Yep. If we could do, if they're saying if we can do Iran or Venezuela, they can go. They can go overtake Taiwan. That's
It's
their
law of
that's
the
their
jungle.
rub.
It's the
Yep.
law of the jungle, man. The big predator can get whatever it wants. Hey, this is the other thing though. Um, China is looking at it like this. The United States is having a hard time with Iran. What the fuck are they going to do if we go to take Taiwan? What are they going to do?
Yeah.
The big
Yep.
dog, man. The big dog always gets beat up eventually. All right,
Yeah.
so talking about dogs, and we talked about the dog man, I found this. So DJ as disc jockey, Steve Cook, the dog man. Steve Cook is a former Traverse City radio DJ and production director at WTCM FM, who is famously credited with popularizing the Michigan Dogman legend. While he initially created the creature as an April Fool's Day prank in 1987, his novelty song The Legend sparked a massive influx of real-life sightings, reports from listeners that turned a fictional story into a permanent piece of Michigan folklore. So he played this
Wow.
song. He was talking about the dog man. And then he
Yeah.
started actually getting people calling in being like, no, we have actually seen this thing. Pretty cool,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Hey, they. My understanding is they've gotten the DNA back, but they're not releasing it yet from the Oklahoma attack.
Because they know
Yeah.
it's a werewolf.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people are talking about this, the Antichrist. They think Trump's the Antichrist. So the Antichrist is a figure prophesies to oppose Jesus Christ and substitute himself as a false savior before the second coming. Functioning as a mirror opposite of Christ, he is expected to be charismatic, a deceptive world leader who brings false peace before persecuting believers, while often seen as a future, singular, satanically empowered agent. Biblical text often describes the spirit of the Antichrist as a broader phenomenon of many who deny Christ's role. And Matt, have you heard about people saying that Jared Kushner could possibly be the Antichrist?
I've heard that. I've heard that. Uh, but I, who knows? Donald Trump might be the John the Baptist.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Jared Kushner looks a lot like Damien.
Yes. Yes. He looks demonic.
He does look
He
evil.
does. He does. That smirk in those eyes and that scowl that he does, it's just like unbelievable. Every time I see him, I think he's uh, a
Plotting
vampire, vampire, or plotting something for sure.
plotting Trump's funeral, probably.
He probably learned all that from his dad. He and his dad are Bilderberg. So
Yeah, they're all.
you know what that is. You know what that is. That's crazy stuff. It's kind of like Bohemian, but business.
Yeah. All right, I got one for you that's going to blow your mind. I know you don't know this one. I might be wrong, but you know who Lloyd's of London is, right?
Yeah.
And now that everybody knows about the Strait of Hormuz, they knew who Lloyd's of London is. And people out there, if you don't know who this is, it's going to make you think. So you may have heard this name in reference to the Strait of Hormuz. They handle all the insurance for ships in the shipping lane, which they actually closed the strait first due to high premiums during the wartime. So they closed Lloyd's of London closed it before Iran closed it and before the United States did the blockade because insurance premiums skyrocketed during the war there. So they closed the shipping lanes because you can't even
Yeah.
afford to get insurance to go through the thing. Okay. Um, Lloyd's of London is famous for insuring unique risks, including ghost insurance or paranormal liability policies, with over 40,000 such policies reportedly issued. These policies generally cover bodily injury or property damage caused by ghosts, spirits, poltergeists, and sometimes also cover alien abduction.
That's cool. That is cool. I'm sorry. That's the only word I can say. That's cool. I
Lloyd's
I
of
can
London-
believe that. I can believe it if they're covering Beyonce's leg. Both legs are $2 million a piece. I could believe they doing that. You know.
Yeah. All right. So I know you know about Congresswoman Luna, and I know
Yes.
who Tim Burchett is and all those guys. And I was looking into when they went to Eglin Air Force Base. So Luna in July of 2023, the Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna and other members of the bipartisan congressional delegation were reportedly denied access and turned away from fully reviewing evidence at Elgin Air Force Base in Florida. Luna, along with Reps Tim Burchett, Jared Moskowitz, accused the Air Force and Brigadier General Jeffrey Garrity of obstructing congressional oversight. The incident centered on an investigation into unidentified anomalous phenomenon following the reports from military pilots. While the delegation was eventually able to speak with some pilots and view a single photo of an object that Luna described as not made by mankind, they were initially blocked from accessing further evidence by the base commander, who cited insufficient security authorizations. They told Luna, Moskowitz, and Tim Burchett that they did not have clearance. And they're our fucking Congress.
Right, right. You know,
Yeah,
Congress is flowing, and military is staying. So military doesn't care. They make the rules a lot in the government are
well,
the
yeah,
ones that stay.
because the senators, the congressmen, even judges, and the president's gone. They don't
Right.
have lifetime terms. Well, some in the Congress do, like Pelosi and Schumer and
Schumer and yeah,
that other guy that's on the
Mitch
Republican,
McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. I can't stand Schumer. I really hate that guy. I also,
Schumer's Schumer's starting to get this for me, starting to wear on me too a little bit.
yeah,
I
both.
think there should be I think there should be term limits.
I kind of feel like that was one of the reasons why Jim didn't want to be on the show anymore, is because my whole political thing started changing. Like at first, I was really supportive of Trump. I was really thinking, let's make America great again. And then it started sucking. And then I was
Yeah.
like, I was super vocal about it. I'd be sitting next to him like, this is a mistake, man. This is all bad. All right. Well, moving on. Okay, man, let's play some tunes. I have the brand new The Rising Fall song, and we're going to play
Awesome.
it now. This is Turn It Around by The Rising Fall, and we'll be right back. See you in a minute.
It's like 40 days since I've seen the sun. Filled with wicked blows, guess I'm the chosen one. And I looked at the sky, kept trying, scream the clouds away. Finding slippers that fly through the gray, so I keep telling myself it's okay, okay, forget about it. Someday, someday you let it go. No way, no way, it's bringing you down. You gotta turn it around. It's okay, okay, forget about it. Someday, someday you let it go. No way, it's bringing you down. You gotta turn it around. I got all dressed up so you could bury me. Weight on my shoulders too heavy to carry me. And them punches are circling, waiting for their prey. But it's just from my past 24, so I keep telling myself it's okay, okay, forget about it. Someday, someday you let it go. No way, it's bringing you down. You gotta turn it around. It's okay,
Oh, hell yeah.
Good song. That's straight up me, straight up the alley.
Vintage Blonde with Alien Message. I love it. And then before that, The Rising Fall, the debut of Turn It Around.
That was a good tune too. Fantastic.
I'll be playing that on Sunday night, as well as playing King Ern's new song on Sunday night. And then also playing, I had another one in the back of my mind. I can't think of it right now. Well, I'm sure they'll come to me. Oh, The Unsatisfied. I got their new song. So I got 3 new songs on Sunday's show, which ought to be super great. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Lurking in the Dark, Poltergeist. You watch those
That video, that video that you showed me, that was crazy.
Man, I watched all those. I watched every single one that that guy put out.
It was a woman. It was a female poltergeist. That's crazy.
There's one I'm going to send you when
Yeah.
he gets down on his hands and knees and prays the Lord's Prayer, and the house goes insane. All these pots and pans flying off the shelves and everything. It's crazy. It freaked me out.
I had to. I watched it at lunch today. I couldn't. I couldn't watch it last night, so I watched it at lunch today. That was crazy.
You know, I slept with the lights on again.
I
It was scary, man. I was sitting there at like 11 o'clock at night and the lights were out and I was watching this. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is scary as hell. I don't know how that guy can do
I
it.
learned. I learned not to watch or listen to that stuff after like 10 o'clock at night. I even turned off like Coast to Coast or Jimmy Church or Spaced Out Radio when they start talking demons and poltergeists and stuff. I say I'll watch the show during daytime hours.
You should get up at 3 a.m. and watch it.
I've done that. That's a question I have to ask somebody about 3 a.m. That's
Witching
the
hour.
yeah, no, but it's also which 3 a.m. is it? That's what I'm talking about. Is it only during our 3 a.m. and nothing else happens? It's a whole question.
They say
About
that they say 3 a.m. is the time that the veil is the thinnest.
right.
I don't know.
That's what. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. I have to ask somebody about it. Maybe Cavalera will know about it, or maybe Gregory will know about that kind of
We
stuff too.
should do our seance at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing things in there and make it as scary as possible. All right, here we go. Poltergeist, people. The term poltergeist refers to both widely recognized paranormal phenomenon and a classic horror film franchise that brought the concept into mainstream pop culture. The word originates from the German words poltern, to make noise, and geist, meaning ghost, literally translating to noisy ghost. Unlike traditional hauntings, poltergeist activity is characterized by physical disturbances such as unexplained noises, objects being thrown or levitated, and electrical interference. Many parapsychologists suggest these events are not caused by spirits, but by psychokinesis, the unconscious release of psychic energy from a focal person, often an adolescent under significant emotional stress, which I disagree with after watching those videos.
I've heard that. There might be some truth to that, but not all, because how is this if there's no child or kid in
Like that
the
dude.
in the room where or any place in where is then it can't be a child.
That guy is sitting on the couch watching TV, scrolling through his phone, and pots and pans just go flying off the shelf. And he's alone. There's no kid living there.
Yeah.
That blows my mind, man. All right, so um, skeptics and researchers often attribute reported activity to natural causes like seismic vibrations, structural settling, or intentional hoaxes. You got to watch that video.
Some of them, I seen some of them that were actually hoaxes, and you could tell they were hoaxes. So
Yeah, for sure. For
yeah,
sure. All right, so in the 1982 film Poltergeist, produced by Steven Spielberg and directed by Toby Hooper, is considered a landmark of the horror genre. It follows the Freeling family as their suburban home is invaded by malevolent spirits that abduct their youngest daughter, Carol Ann. The franchise is also famous for the Poltergeist Curse, a collection of rumors fueled by the tragic premature deaths of several of the cast members, including Heather O'Rourke, Carol Ann, and Dominique Dunn, Dana. Poltergeist in 1982 is not directly based on one specific true story, but it was heavily inspired by the popular paranormal folklore, urban legends, and the 1958 Herman family haunting in Seaford, New York. While the movie is fictional, screenplay by Steven Spielberg, it draws on the real-life reports of moving objects and noises. So the Herman family haunting, also known as the Seaford poltergeist or the Popper, is one of the most famous documented cases of poltergeist activity in American history. Occurring in 1958 in Seaford, New York, the case involved over 60 reported incidents of objects moving, bottles exploding, and furniture tipping over in the modest suburban ranch house. It gained significant media attention, including a feature in Life magazine, and is widely cited as the primary inspiration for the 1982 film Poltergeist. All right, so the Popper thing, right? The haunting
yeah,
earned its nickname because many incidents involved the caps of bottles containing everything from holy water to bleach and perfume popping off with great force. You can find a detailed account of these Popper events on American Hauntings. So, unlike many ghost stories, these events were witnessed by several people, Matt, including law enforcement. Police officers, including Detective
cool.
Joseph Tozy, reported seeing figurines fly across the rooms, bottles move while they were present, just moved on the table, things going flying across the room. Parapsychologists from Duke University, including J.G. Pratt, William G. Roll, moved into the home to study the phenomenon. More information on their findings are available through the PSI Encyclopedia. They moved in and they thought it was, photokinesis or telekinesis or all that
Yeah,
crazy. And unfortunately for them, they realized that they were in an actual true haunting because shit was going flying off the shelves.
it was. What was good about this was that an actual police officer was there to see what was going on. Because if there wasn't somebody of like that kind of authority or status in the community, then some they just blow it off. So
Well,
it's
then
good
they
to have somebody there like that.
Well, then they had more people come in from Duke University. After spending time there, Duke University proposed the theory of reoccurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, RSPK, suggesting that the energy might have been unintentionally generated by the adolescent's son, James Jr., rather than a traditional ghost. Some skeptics suggested it was a complex hoax, but investigators like Detective Tozy and the Duke team noted that many events occurred when the children were closely monitored or even out of the room. Detailed archival records of these investigations are held by the UMBC library.
They also say that poltergeists attach themselves to a child. So it could have been one of the children in the house that the poltergeist attached themselves to. So
Well, there's
that's another theory.
the video that I sent you. There's another
Yeah.
one where he has the spirit box going, and the entity that's the poltergeist is talking to him. A female.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching.
Oh, that's the one. That,
That
that was
was
crazy.
that was the second one. I watched the second one. I didn't watch the first one, but the second one that was unreal. That was actually pretty damn cool.
Where she's like, "Do you feel me inside you?
Yeah.
Do you hear me whisper to you? We're trying to break you down.
Mm-hmm.
Take your spirit.
I'm a demon.
I'm a demon." All right, so the
Yeah.
difference between a poltergeist and a ghost is a ghost actually was a human at one time, lived on Earth.
Right.
Poltergeists have never had the human experience. They're
No.
malevolent demons, noisy,
Yeah.
angry, pissed off spirits. Not even spirits. They're not spirits. They're poltergeist.
Right.
All right. All right, man. We're going to play a couple songs when we come back. Disclosure, Legacy, and Matt Guka. All right. This is The Devil Rides a Harley, followed by Ella Baphomet, Too Much Noise, and we'll be right back.
He was young and broke with a Gibson dream, picking out his pain on an empty stage string, riding dead south where the red clay bleeds, chasing dreams and luxury. Rode upon a crossroads past Tupelo, moonlight burning and the wind turned cold. A stranger grinned and said, "You want that crown?" And the devil rides a Harley now. Yeah, the devil rides a Harley now. Tire smoke rolling and a V-twin growl gave up his soul for a thundering crowd. Yeah, the devil rides a Harley now. That thing came past like a lightning storm. Crowd got high and he got warm. The more he prayed, the less he slept. The greater the fire inside him crept. One night he smelled that gasoline. The roar of the throttle shook through his dream. Devil smiled and said, "Son, you sign your name in blood." And the devil rides a Harley now. Yeah, the devil rides a Harley now. Engine humming, feel the demons out. He took his songs, his peace and sound. Now the devil rides a Harley now. There's a red dirt road with a lost steel crane. You can hear his light coming from miles away. If you deal your soul for a taste of fame, you'll end up being Harley. now. So if you hear that thunder roll, if your hair stands straight and shield your soul, turn back fast, don't make that vow. 'Cause the devil rides to the Harley now.
Let's go. There's too much noise and we're distracted by our little toys. Make believe we have a choice, and truth just silencing our voice. True silence we can't endure, instead of seeing what is pure, forgetting what we knew for sure. We make the noise our only cure. Too much noise, 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 too much noise. More and more as the set go, you stay silent and play your role, leaving just an empty soul, breaking down what once was whole. Wanna change but have no clue, think there's nothing you can do, afraid to start with something new. The revolution starts with you. It's one spark that ignites a flame. You are the picture, not the frame. Too much noise, 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 too much noise. Too much noise. The hour now is getting late. Time to escape this world of hate. Be the sculptor of your own fate, and just don't participate. Turn up the noise, turn it up, turn up the noise, turn it up, turn up the noise, turn it up, turn up the noise, turn it up. Turn it off.
LBF Met, Too Much Noise. Followed before that, we had Devil Rides a Harley now. Brian Mullen, Joe Boo. Two killer songs, man. Two killer songs. I think we're on a delay here. Matt, can you hear me? I think we are on a delay. Matt, you with me?
I'm with you.
All right. We're on a little bit of a delay. You were still jamming to the song, and I was talking to you.
Yeah. Oh, I was hearing the song. I overheard you. I heard this. I heard you talking. I thought you were talking over the song. That's what I thought. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. All right,
Okay.
Matt. The floor is yours. Take it.
Okay. Before I start all this stuff with Legacy, MK Ultra, uh, everything, I've been asked by several people what scares me doing these deep dives. I tell them it's not being abducted by an alien. It's not being possessed by a demon. Not going through a haunted house. Not getting stuck in the forest where pukwudgies and dogmen and other other cryptids are. It is what human beings do to other human beings in a matter of being greedy, protection of the country. So MK Ultra was a very, let me just say, another very dark thing that the United States did. It's literally it was started in 1953, ended in 1973. But truthfully, it was Project Paperclip in 1947 that was the idea for MK Ultra. They brought rocket scientists and weapons experts over from Germany, but they also brought the scientists over that were conducting the brutal experiments on the POWs and the people in the concentration camps. The predecessors of MK Ultra were Artichoke and Bluebird. They were trying to make the ultimate soldier by stripping them down, bringing them up, doing a bunch of stuff. So after they were noticing after the Korean War, during the Korean War, when the veterans would come back after the POW, after they were released from the war camps, that they were totally different human beings. Some of them even acted out against their superiors. So they thought they were doing mind control to to do soldiers, kind of like a Manchurian Candidate kind of a person. So in 1953, they started MK Ultra. They were trying to strip down the actual human being mentally. The starts of PCB and LSD were because of MK Ultra. They used it to control the minds, strip the minds down, give them some kind of reaction to other people and other places. They changed their personalities. They were trying to basically strip a person's personality away and bring them up to make them a special a person of a weapon or a spy that would go out and do what they needed to do. They
Hey, Matt,
yeah.
a lot of those people that they did those experiments on, those people didn't even know it. They were
No.
mental patients and
They
prisoners.
were prisoners. I was going to go into some prisoners later and people that were connected, but two people that we would know out there for sure were tested on. Actually, three. The author Ken Kesey, who was the author of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Whitey Bulger was tested in prison, was examined and did he was part of the MK Ultra situation in prison. So was Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, and he was one of them. There was the way they would strip them down and do the change them were fill them full of drugs, LSD, PCP, what have you, tons of electric shock treatments, tearing down their personality by telling them that they're worthless, they don't matter, they don't care. Uh, they also had different areas. There was a hospital in Canada that was working with the CIA. There was a section in California strictly run by the military through CIA, which used children in their projects. They were trying to make them child spies. They were trying to make them into basically what they call honeypots, which are using sex to get information out of people. And these are children, 9, 10 years old, that are going through these LSD trips and electric shock to do stuff like that. Several governors knew that the military was doing something in California. They didn't say a thing. The people who did these the victims, when they came out of the hospitals, they were completely different people. Some of them had amnesia. One woman didn't even know her husband or children. And these people would go in for minor mental illnesses, minor problems, just get themselves straight, like depression or schizophrenia, that kind of stuff. There was several people that brought all this stuff together. Dr. Sidney Godley was the CIA chemist that was the head of MK Ultra, and he was just a mad scientist. He didn't care what was happening. He just said, "Do what you need to do." There was Richard Helm. He was the deputy director of the CIA that literally gave the stamp of approval and oversaw them. George Hunter White, he was a federal narcotics director or director in San Francisco, and he also traveled to New York to do LSD trips through the CIA. There was John Gidram, psychologist who developed the behavioral methods to destroy people and try to bring them back up to something else. There's Edward Kenwin, who was a psychiatrist who worked. He was the main guy up in Canada that was doing all the experiments for the CIA, and he was as mad as Gottlieb. He basically brought people in that one person came into the hospital with a hurt leg, and he said, "Oh, it's psychosomatic," and so he started doing LSD and PCP and heroin on them and shock treatments. He came out a completely different person. He went in happy. He came out like almost a vegetable type of guy.
Drugs, Doc.
Yes. Another woman was in there. Basically, he did the same thing to her, and basically she reverted to a childhood state. She needed to be cleaned up every day. She played blocks and stuff like that. She didn't even know who her children were. She knew her husband,
That's
but she
great.
didn't know her children. Uh, there was a guy. Let me see. I got it here.
Hey, you know that thing
Uh,
that you said about honeypots?
yes.
The cult. Remember, I was talking about that Children of God. The cult
Yeah.
group use that thing too. Honeypots. They use like sexuality against people because they know they're weak.
Yeah. Uh, there was a guy. What's his name? Oh well, he was a participant of the uh, program. Not a part. He wasn't a participant. He was the guy that was working with the program, and one of the doctors uh, gave him LSD, tricked him into taking LSD. Oh, tricked him into giving out LSD, and he uh, basically uh, freaked out, and he wanted to go home to see his wife and stuff. Instead of going home, they took him to New York, put him up in the in hotel for the night before he was supposed to get admitted to a hospital there. And supposedly he unalived himself through a window. But they said the state he was in, there was no way he could have done that much force to jump out the window and kill himself. It was too much force the way he was uh, stated. So what people do to each other to do is what scares me a lot. Is what I hear about this and when I hear about legacy, and I'm trying to shut people up from UFOs and stuff like the 11 scientists that they're going on. They're being killed right now. Actually, now there's 11 scientists, but I think there is 14 victims now of all this stuff, including uh, the two Air Force lieutenants and the husband. Uh,
And that NASA engineer died
yes,
a couple days ago. Found in his Tesla, and his Tesla was on fire.
right.
And then, of
And
course, David Wilcox passed.
this this is basically the same thing as I would say to shut people up with the legacy programs instead of MK Ultra stripping people away and just doing what they want to. Some of these guys in MK Ultra passed away during the tests. Uh, there was finally recognition in the Ford administration of wrongdoing with the CIA. There was only one family that was from Canada that got recognized. The rest were, and they settled the lawsuit with the United States for $700,000. The rest were like shoved off and put elsewhere. So when it finally ended in '73, there was no results at all. It was just basically mad scientists running amok in the name of the protection of the United States. So they did what they wanted. And legacy is the same way, very hush hush. I'm surprised any of these whistleblowers that are are now are still alive right now, but I know they're under a lot of protection
Hey, Matt,
because go
I have a
ahead.
question for you. Do you think that they killed off all these scientists because when disclosure comes out When disclosure comes out, there would be witnesses to say that what they've given us is bullshit.
Yeah, that's part of the reason. And there's another reason too. Uh, not as a singular entity of these each of these people, but as a whole, what they know could become a complete energy source that could knock the oil out of the highest energy source in the world. With Reyes is a chemical that could hold uh, element that you found that could hold chemicals. The guy from UCLA with his knowing of rocket fuel and other fuels. The general who oversaw all these projects at General McCaslin, uh, his his knowing of what could happen, seeing that he oversaw all these projects in uh, Wright Patterson, the scientist from Los Alamos, the the two lieutenants from Wright Patterson that held the uh, administration files of a lot of what was going on. The scientists that are being killed off, even the NASA scientists that know something about fuel. So I think it's they either found some kind of fuel that was from an alien craft, or they found something on the alien craft that could help them with this fuel source. And
Because
that's what I think it is.
they're all engineers. They all were
Yes,
working on jet propulsion.
right,
Even the NASA guy was an engineer.
right,
So this is what I'm thinking, right? Like while you were talking, I was thinking about JFK. Now, if you remember his assassination, there was multiple people that were part of that assassination.
right.
And what they have to do is they have to kill them off systematically so no one person can know, you know, the whole thing. It's kind
Right.
of like that in this situation where they're killing off the scientists. They know too much. We got to take
Yeah,
them out.
I believe so. I believe so. I believe it's before disclosure, and I also believe that it has something to do with a fuel source. I don't know if it's they discovered a fuel source from they took a fuel source from the spacecraft, or they found something on the spacecraft that could help with this particular fuel source. Uh, like I said, the element that Reyes founded is technically better than anything else on Earth to hold a hold rocket fuel or anything higher than say diesel. You know?
Well, they can do free energy.
Yes. Oh, I know.
That's the thing that supposedly with the aliens is that free energy. And
Yeah.
they can't have that because of all the oil that is goes back and forth. But this is the thing, and I think about this a lot, man. The whole like Iran war right now. A lot of people say it's about oil and stuff. I really believe it's like a spiritual warfare. Everything I hear about is spiritual warfare. It's just
I think it. I think it's again. This is going to sound really, really. I think it's between the Muslims and the Christian right, the Christian nationalists in this country, not many other people, and the Christian nationalists are kind of in power right now. Look at Hegseth. Look at uh, uh, even Cash Patel is uh, either a pawn or is a Christian nationalist. So that
And they're
kind of
so
stuff.
fucking evil. They're
Yeah,
evil, and
yeah.
that's what gives away to this whole Armageddon thing.
Even Hegseth's prayers are phony and misquoted, and uh, like the one
Blasphemy.
he, yeah, the one he quoted last week was an actual made up quote from what was it?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Yes, yes.
It
So
wasn't
you know how so that's how backwards that is. So I think it's between the Christian conservatives, whatever you want to say, the Christian nationalists, and the Muslims in Iran. I think that's why they're all fueling this stuff.
the reason why I bring that up about Iran and spiritual warfare and the alien thing is because even Luna and the people in the Pentagon and when they what's his name um, Burchett,
Burchett, yeah.
he said
Oh,
he's like when this comes out and it eventually will, it's going to change religion in Christianity. That's why they're so
yeah,
afraid because
yeah.
we're
I
going to find out what the truth
and
is.
that's why Luna, Burchett, and Wogowski are still doing battle to this day, trying to get stuff from the Pentagon. They're
And that's why they're
they,
killing these people off.
yeah,
It's
and
no
they
different.
still they
Yeah.
still can't find the Reyes and uh, McCaslin. So
Well,
and
they're
they
probably
disappeared weird. They're probably unalived.
they might be unalive. They might be on a black site. They
Yeah,
might be in prison somewhere. They might be. Who knows, man? I don't.
right.
Do you trust our government that they would do the right thing? Trump is all like, "Oh, we're gonna look into this." You already know what's going on. Don't bullshit
He's
us.
he's not looking into it. He's far from looking into it.
He's
He's
looking into the codes, man.
bullshitter number one.
Yeah. The
So
disclosure.
I yeah, he like I said, they're going to say what they want, not what really is. So
Well, the thing is, you brought up legacy, right? And
yeah,
now legacy, the Collins report, and a bunch of these other things are like up in the headlines again because people are realizing that like legacy is controlling the whole thing.
yeah, and not only the the enforcement side, the investigative side for Project Blue Book, Arrow, that kind of stuff. But I believe the what the fuck was that? Scientific side, the nuts and bolts, the ones that are stripping away the the machinery from the UFOs. The big boxes are controlling it too. They're in the fight too. So it's not only the government, but it's the big boxes that are sending out people too. So and the scientific community. And if the scientific community doesn't pull the status quo,
You know, we
and
lost
and
signal.
that
It's storming.
status is it, yeah, status quo, then they either go missing or they go unalived. So
But Matt,
That's
why is it taking so long for disclosure? If you think about it, they have all the files, they have all the photos. They could put all that shit up in one day. How many
yeah.
freaking people work at the Pentagon?
I I truthfully I don't know. It just I think it's a lot of old schoolers and a lot of people that think it's demonic. That's why. And I think once this is all out, like you said, religion is uh, going to be changed in some form or fashion. So I think they're all afraid to. Truthfully, I think the ones this is going to be weird, but I think the Catholic Church is being very progressive with this. What they're it's not what they're saying, it's what they're not saying about this. That is what I think is being progressive about this. Started with Francis, and now it's Leo, and basically Leo is saying, "Okay, if they're out there, come on. I'm still gonna be running. I'm still gonna be Pope. There's still gonna be a Catholic Church, and if a gray or a reptilian or insectoid wants to uh, become Catholic, more power to you."
Matt, all right, this is going to sound really weird, and this is a rabbit hole one for you. So, what if they're doing their Project Bluebeam in terms of religion where we're going to get this alien disclosure? It's going to change religion and Christianity. And now we're going to start changing our beliefs. This goes towards the whole Antichrist thing where there'll be a new religion. Maybe there'll be the religion
Yes.
of the Greys, right? And that
Eh,
could be another reason why they're afraid and tie it to demons because this could be our end days.
right. Right. It could be, but it also could be that this could be a false Project Bluebeam. Something something humanity can control us with. Look at. I hate to bring up both of them, but 9/11, they controlled us for at least 2 3 weeks on that. Hell, and COVID. What is it? 2 years. 2 years. We were sitting home masturbating. I'm
And
sorry, but
they still
that's what
got
I got to
people
say.
they
Yeah,
still got
yeah,
people freaked out because there's still people out there wearing masks.
yes. I can understand if someone's really sick wearing a mask, but if I see another person wear a mask just over their nose, over their mouth, not their nose, uh, saying they're afraid of catching COVID, then I'm going to call bullshit on that.
Here's one for you, man. This always makes me laugh. During COVID, there was no regulations as to what type of masks you had to wear. Some people had
Right,
the surgeon mask. Some people had just like a T-shirt wrapped around their face. There was people walking around with panties on their heads, as long as your nose and mouth was covered, right?
right.
That is the most ridiculous thing because I worked somewhere where people were doing the handkerchief thing like they were gangsters. That's not
Yeah,
protecting anyone.
no, no. Especially how small the COVID, how small COVID was. It could penetrate a handkerchief. You needed it. What is it? N191 masks. One of those almost in a HEPA mask. Those kind of things.
Hey man,
You,
this our Congress and senators were locking us down. We couldn't even go to church, right?
no,
But they were having
no.
fucking parties and not wearing masks. They
Everybody.
they just thumbed us right to our face on national TV where they're like, deal with it. Oh, it's
And you know what? COVID's out there still, and everybody's getting sick with it, even with the vaccine. So
Yeah.
you tell me.
People, you get all your boosters. Hey, man. All right, let's talk about COVID for a second. Go down the rabbit hole. Remember when they were like, people that don't get the jab can't keep their jobs? Pe-
Right. That
Remember
was me.
all the people in the military that had to get it?
Yeah.
No matter what it was, they just had to get it. Like they were forced to. Biden, Biden was all about like, um, I think they were really thinking about putting some of the people that were against the jab into FEMA camps. I
Yeah.
think they're hedging towards it.
I think there's a lot of things going on right now that are in the works too. So
It was like if you didn't get the jab, you were the enemy. Like people like
yeah,
in
I
work,
I
insane.
I was hesitant, but work told me if I didn't get it, uh, uh, you were gone. Uh, my girlfriend at the time says if you didn't get it, we can't talk. So it was just, and my sister was, I love her to death, but she was trying to get me to take it.
That's how
Uh,
my family was. Everybody in
my
my family got it. I didn't. I didn't get the jab.
oh, I got it because I was at the time I was afraid to lose a bunch of shit, so I did it, and I still a month later got COVID, and I was out for 14 days from work, so it was
We all,
just
I
like
think everybody got it at least once. Hey, this
yes,
this is the thing though, and we bowed down to it. We allowed it, and to me, that was the mark of the beast. That gave them the know-how and the permission to do it to us. They could do it to us over and over and over again, and we'll do it.
right,
There'll be some people that won't, but if there was real consequences for not getting it, like the mark of the beast, either you get it or you die, or they lock you up in jail forever on the black site. Everybody would get it.
right.
How many people are not going to take the mark of the beast? Not many.
I don't know, not many,
Because if you don't take it, you lose your job, you lose your where you live, you lose everything. And it's very similar to what they tried to do with COVID. They didn't go to
Yeah,
that extreme, but they did talk about it.
and it wasn't just here in this country either; it was worldwide.
Yeah, it was worldwide. And they fucked us because we had to wear those stupid masks. We had to be home at 8 o'clock like martial fucking law, right? Couldn't go
Right,
anywhere, couldn't do nothing while they went out and partied. That's why I hate both
yeah,
sides. I hate them. The
yeah.
revolution starts with you people. But the problem is, and we all know, you c- we're never going to
No. Okay, Jeff went off. Did he come back on?
Yeah, it's thundering.
It's thundering. Yeah, I'm supposed to get that in about 15 minutes. So,
Yeah, it blows when it's like that, man.
uh-huh.
Knocks out your Wi-Fi. What can
Yeah.
you do, peeps? It's life.
Yep. All Wi-Fi. Even the one that comes through your cable box.
Yeah. Fiber
Fiber.
business.
Yep.
You could have the best internet in the world. When it storms, that shit turns off. It's just like cable. All right,
Right.
Matt. Very cool. Good stuff today.
Yep.
Go
Next
ahead.
week, all about religious relics uh and religious relics and other other relics that are supernatural or supposed supernatural, and yeah, relics of religion and supernatural relics will be next week, like the Ark of the Covenant or the Spear of Destiny. There's going to be more. I'm going to try to see what's out there in other religions too.
Oh, very cool. Well, next week I'm going to bring you a little bit more in detail about electroshock therapy. I have a bunch of stuff in the strange news. Don't forget May 4th, it'll be a Monday paranormal, because we
Uh-huh.
have Chuck Zukowski coming on, a ufologist. So we're really going to go into
Cool.
the alien
Can't
stuff.
wait for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been on and off watching his stuff. He's there. He's basically all I've seen is like his investigation stuff, and he's there.
Yeah, well, he has a TV show, I believe, with his son, and it's pretty popular. And yeah, man, it's really thundering. I can hear it big time. All right, so I'll be back on Saturday night with the Metal Revolution Hour. It's a full playlist. And then Sunday, Outlaw Radio Nation, special guest co-host is going to be Reverend Rob Johnson. And then we have Chase Skinner coming on at 8 o'clock. And it's going to be a killer night. And Matt, what do you want our audience out there to do?
Like, subscribe, and leave comments. Even after the show, it helps with the algorithm of the show, and that's it.
All right, very cool. All right,
And
well,
all you people,
horns
thank you
up.
for tuning in.
All right. Well, we've been Thursday Paranormal on the Outlaw Radio Nation show. Got one last song for you. This is My Cleveland Project with me on vocals and Jim Bellinger playing lead guitar. This song is called My World. Take a step in my world, baby. All right, Matt. You have a fantastic night.
You too.
All right. Take it easy.
Bye.
1, 2, 3,
Adios.
4.
Welcome to our nightmare. I hope you make it out. Your blood is now a part of us, entwined in all your thoughts. Open the door to your mind, create your very own spot. Welcome to our nightmare. I hope you make it out. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure it's up to you. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure that I can live. Many of these sleepless nights conform me to this strife. Twisted thought, visions have carried us to this place. Now you have a taste of it. The horror hides in wait. Welcome to our nightmare. I hope you make it out. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure it's up to you. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure that I can live. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure it's up to you. Stay if you wanna stay, go if you wanna go. I'm not sure that you can live.
Howdy, folks. This is Ozark Gypsy, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio Nation with Cleveland's very own outlaw, Jeff James. Where the normal meets the paranormal, and where heavy metal meets the dirt roads of outlaw country. Dedicated to making independent music the new mainstream. Who knows, they might even play one of my songs right here on Outlaw Radio Nation.